The zombie apocalypse is one of the most popular apocalyptic scenarios. Some people are afraid of a zombie invasion, while others want it to happen. But what if you knew there would be a zombie apocalypse in 7 days? How prepared would you be? In this video, I'll talk about how countries can prepare for an apocalypse in 7 days and what you should do. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video before we start. First of all, you have to stay calm after hearing such news, because a lot of people will lose their minds in this situation, and it will cause great chaos. In fact, 7 days is enough time for a person to prepare for the zombie apocalypse, but I'm not sure if 8 billion people will be ready. As the news spreads, countries will come together to find solutions. It may take some time to find out how the virus is spreading. It could be an airborne virus or something else. Either way, it is likely that many countries will impose quarantines. While all this is happening, there will be chaos among people. People who think they are going to stay in their homes for months or even years will take to the streets and start looting everything they can find. This scenario will probably happen all over the world. Markets will be filled with people, and stores will be looted. People will start to flee the city, and the streets will be filled with thousands of cars. In this situation, many countries will send in their armies to restore order. As in most apocalyptic scenarios, people who are prepared will not be affected. If you don't have a stockpile of food and drink at home, it will be very difficult. Hundreds of people will rush out to buy a can of food. In such a situation, you should determine very well where you can find supplies. It would be the most logical decision to go to areas where not many people live. You will need to take long-lasting and non-perishable foods from the shops you can find. Canned foods, dried foods, and ready meals can be life-saving in this process. Water supply is equally important. If you can find some water purification tablets or filters, it's a good idea to carry them. This way, you can survive even if access to clean water is limited. Also, medical and first aid supplies are among the things you will need most in a disaster like a zombie invasion. Prepare a kit with all the first aid supplies you might need. Get your regular medicines and basic medicines such as general painkillers and antiseptics. These supplies will help protect you and your family in a situation where the health system could collapse. Once you have gathered the supplies you need, you should return home and lock your door. If you have the possibility to go far away from the city, it would be best to do so. But remember that people will spill out into the streets, and all roads will be blocked. You have solved the shelter problem. You are safe for now. The supplies you have will probably last you for a few months. Being in quarantine for a long time can be quite mentally challenging, especially when you are on your own. To overcome this, it is important to identify activities that will maintain your mental health. For example, playing sports, keeping a diary, and other similar activities can be helpful. If communication systems are not down, catch up on the news while you are at home. Quietly watching what is happening outside can also be a good option. You can also try to contact other survivors with a radio. You can talk to other people and make emergency plans. Get as much information as you can about the zombie virus and write it down. These notes could save your life if you have to go out. You will probably see on the news that many countries have fallen. Most countries are not in a position to survive a zombie apocalypse. Zombies from destroyed countries will attack other countries and spread the virus. So even if you live in a prepared country, the danger is too great. After months in quarantine, people will start to run out of supplies. You will need to prepare to go out before your supplies run out completely. Take a backpack with you and pack enough food and drink for at least a week. You should also take a weapon if you have one and survival equipment. Sturdy clothes and arm guards can protect you from zombie bites. Before you set off, you should decide where you are heading. Will you go to another city or camp in a forest? Actually, the best option is to find an island. The zombies probably won't be able to cross the deep waters, and you will be able to live safely on your island. If you don't have an island nearby, villages with few inhabitants are perfect for you. Either way, the road will be challenging for you. Now you are ready to go out. You have to be cautious because you don't know what you will encounter outside. You cannot predict when the zombie apocalypse will end. So finding a safe home where you can live for a long time should be your priority. It is very difficult to predict what might happen next. Maybe you will become part of a community, or you will live alone in the forest. All this may seem impossible to you. We probably won't face a zombie apocalypse, but there is a very small possibility, so we can keep dreaming these kinds of dreams. In this video, I answered the question, what would happen if there was a zombie apocalypse in 7 days? Are you prepared for a zombie apocalypse? Write your thoughts in the comments. I hope this video was useful. You can subscribe to my channel and like this video so you don't miss my videos on various apocalyptic scenarios. Goodbye.